If you've never tracked your food, tracked your macronutrients, your macros, you don't know what you're missing out on. I had never done it till I did it. And it was so like obvious that I was eating incorrectly that it just took like a very scratch the surface, let me start. It was a little confusing at first. My wife cleared it up for me, but really now that I look back, it's not that it was confused. I just don't think I was at the mindset ready. Because I mean, any confusion you could ask, and someone, a video, the internet, a post, whatever, will clear it up because it's really simple. You grab the calculator. My biggest question was, do you measure this stuff in raw or cooked? And then the other question was, when it says like grams, am I grams of protein, like of what the label says, or physical grams, like what does it weigh? And the answer is like, well, whatever you want. I mean, both, either one. The app will tell you. You want to input? You want me to give you the? The numbers in like the actual grams content, or the actual weight? I was like, whoa, shoot! It's much more easier for me if you give me the weight. Fantastic. Here, 65 grams weighted cooked chicken grams. I was like, clarity right there. That's all I wanted. If you've never done it, that should be your step one. That should be your commitment. That should be your step one, a discipline builder. I'm gonna start tracking my food. Step one, download a free macro calculator. The one I use, Chronometer, simple, it's free. Doesn't take up too much space on your phone. If that's a thing, input the basic information. I'm sure there's tutorials out there, but it's easy. Age, gender, level of activity, and then it gives you like examples. Like, do you do this for work? Do you do this for work? Do you exercise like a little bit, or are you a competitive like athlete? Like, and then you just select like, what do you currently weigh? If you don't know, get a scale. They're not that much. Or run into the store, put it on the floor, weigh yourself if you don't have one. That should be like down the line investment to have, just so you can stay on top of it. And all this mental shift. Don't do it to lose weight. That'll happen organically. That'll happen automatically. Your primary focus should be like, man, I want some discipline. That right there was a game changer for me, 100%. I didn't know I was overweight. I didn't know I had an extra 45 pounds. I didn't know that I could weigh what I weighed in high school. I didn't know that that's what I was supposed to weigh. That and sprinkle a little bit of muscle on it. My goodness, you look like a man now. Oh, wow. None of that was my intention. My intention was to build discipline. And I did it, and I was like, damn, this discipline thing feels good. I can take it to other parts of my life. I built discipline with food, with what I ate, how I ate. A diet, if you will. My diet. Everybody has a diet. You either have an unhealthy diet or a healthy diet. A diet that builds discipline, a diet that builds no discipline and makes you what's the result of a poor diet? A poor functioning body that doesn't know what it's doing. It's malfunctioning. It's like storing all this fat. I don't know what to do with all this stuff you're putting into us. I was designed to work really good. The designer kind of knew what he was doing. All you need to do is feed it appropriately, give it the proper maintenance, and it'll work fine. But we didn't. I did it. But if you needed a starting point, I would start there. First, I want to start building discipline. And you know the drill. I've talked about it before. Your gifted confidence. Once you build a little tiny bit of discipline, you're going to get a little tiny bit of confidence. Then you start getting momentum. A little bit more discipline, you'll be gifted more confidence. Those feel so good. You'll start realizing how little discipline and confidence you had. Or like me, that you didn't have any discipline or confidence. I was responsible. I thought that was discipline. It's not discipline, that's responsible. I had courage. That's not confidence, that's courage. I realized this once I built discipline and earned confidence, I was like, oh, this is what it feels like. So start there. You want a place to start? Like, don't even like, oh, I need to lose weight. If you're doing it to lose weight, don't even do it this way. Because then you're going to blame that it was like, oh, I've done that macro thing. It doesn't work. No. Don't go do a crash diet. Go find, search instead how to lose weight fast for a wedding or for a summer or for whatever. Don't do this long-term deal. On this lifestyle change, this discipline builder, this confidence builder. This is if you want to build discipline that you could take to all parts of your life, all other parts of your life, and carry yourself with more confidence in all other parts of your life. That's what this does right here. So you switch your mindset to like, man, I want to do this for discipline. And your step one is you're going to start pointing yourself in the direction of, I want to start tracking my food. Best way to track your food I found that worked for me was tracking my macronutrients, my macros. Go download a macro calculator, free macro calculator, an app. I use Cronometer, Crono meter. Little orange icon, little squiggly apple with the bow and arrow like a target. Can't miss it. Easy to use. Input the information. Start scanning stuff. Start scanning stuff to see what scans as what. And you'll start understanding. You start going down the rabbit hole. I said there is a learning curve as to like what values what equals this, what equals that. Like, I didn't know I could eat all that. That's pretty cool. Well, let me adjust it so it's sustainable. It'll tell you you want to lose, half a pound a week, 1 pound a week, 2 pounds a week. Depending on where you're at, you slide the bar and then you go from there. You'll notice like, well, that was easy. I could do a little bit more. You slide it a little bit more as long as it's something that you feel. Remember, you're building a lifestyle. This is the way I want to be from now on. I like this discipline. What do you mean by be? Remember, focus. It's all 100% on, I want to be more disciplined. The conclusion will be, and I lost weight. Because the moment like, I don't want to do this no more, you've programmed your brain like, yeah, you know what? I don't want discipline no more. And forget this confidence thing. It's not even worth it. I don't need confidence. I don't need discipline. You'll think about it a little different. Like, oh, you don't want discipline? You don't want to love yourself no more? You don't want to be able to love your family at this level? You have all this confidence. That's a relationship with self. That's self-love. Now you have more love. So you have more to give because you only can give what you have. So once you start thinking about, if I not even doing this no more, it's like, oh, you don't want to love yourself no more. Oh, you don't want discipline. Oh, okay. You want to be undisciplined with no confidence. Now you realize that it is up to you. It is your responsibility. You have full control of how much of that you have. You'll think twice about being a weak sauce and canceling that. And you'll be like, no. And because you already have some discipline, because it's easy to get. It's simple. You'll be like, no, man, I'm not gonna want less discipline. I'm gonna keep on going. I want more. There's no way I'm gonna quit this. Again, remember, what's the underlining? Bonus, you're gonna lose weight. But that's just, like I said, bonus. Stick with it this way. Stick with the focus, just discipline. Go get that macro calculator. Start scanning food. Input the information. Customize it to you. Then you'll realize, like wow, it's not about starving myself. It's just eating right. Then you'll hit a couple foods that you normally eat, and you'll be like, dang, no wonder that messed me up, right? Then you're just gonna try it. Well, I'm gonna minus this food and then eat like this. Like, oh dang, I hit my numbers today. All you need to do is just scratch the surface a little bit to create momentum, get hooked, start realizing that this is the way to be. How? Loving yourself? Yeah, how about that? You'd be loving yourself. You'd be taking care of yourself. You'll be disciplined to yourself. Not everybody wants to do it. Why? Because nobody wants to do the things they don't want to do, and they know that they should because they're hard, they're difficult. It's upstream, it's uphill. But uphill is where it's at. The work is where it's at. The work will make you worth more. Put in the work. All I need you to do is change the mindset, put in the work where the work needs to be done, learn a little bit about tracking your food, start that learning curve, understand how it is. That's all it takes to just kickstart that, like, whoa, this is discipline, this is confidence, I like this. And you'll do a little bit more, then you do a bit more. Don't lose that momentum that I'm helping you start with. You're doing it 100% to build discipline, gain confidence. But don't forget the bonus. It's free. You'll lean up and start losing weight. Try it.